Hello, you're watching New Vision TV News. I am Marithana Seja. This is the latest. This hour we started from Kenya, where Nairobi's gold-flashing governor posted bail and was freed from custody Wednesday after his dramatic arrest on corruption charges saw him become the latest top official nabbed for graft in Kenya. Mike Sonko, whose penchant for flashy jewelry and cars has come under scrutiny, paid 15 million Kenyan shillings to secure his release under bail terms handed down by the Anti-Corruption Court. Sonko has spent time in jail for failing to respect court debts. He is accused of having benefited from irregular procurement and payments of $3.5 million. He pleaded not guilty Monday before a packed courtroom to more than 30 charges of money laundering, taking bribes, and conflict of interest. Moving on to South Sudan, president and its armed opposition leader met Wednesday in Juba for a rare sit-down as a deadline looms for the rivals to join forces in a power-sharing government. President Salva Kiir and his former deputy turned for exiled rebel chief Riek Machar held a brief closed-door meeting in the South Sudan capital as they face international pressure to salvage a stalled peace agreement. Officials were tight-lipped about what the pair discussed during the rare face-to-face meeting, one of a few between Kiir and Machar since their falling out threw the country into a war in 2013. They signed a truce in September 2018, largely posing a bloodshed that left nearly 400,000 South Sudanese dead and forced roughly 4 million people, one-third of the population, from their homes. News in Sudan. A verdict in the corruption trial of Sudan's deposed President Omar al-Bashir is expected to be delivered on Saturday, months after his ouster in April, in the face of the unprecedented mass protests. Bashir has been on trial in Khartoum court since August on charges of illegally acquiring and using foreign funds. The ex-president, who ruled Sudan with an iron fist for 30 years, was toppled by the arm on April 11th after months of demonstrations triggered by an acute economic crisis. The verdict is the first faced by the veteran leader following the proceedings from inside a metal cage wearing a traditional Sudanese white jalabia and turban. Closing of news this hour is a story from the UK, where Britain went to the polls on Thursday to determine the immediate future of Brexit in a vote described as the most important in a generation. More than 4,000 polling venues across England, Scotland, Wales and North Ireland, including a windmill, several pubs, a hair salon and a chip shop, opened their doors for a day of voting that ends at 11 p.m. GMT. All eyes will be on the winter weather, with forecasts and near freezing temperatures, rain and even snow that could affect turnout in the fastest election in nearly a century. Up for grabs are all 650 seats in the British Parliament, which has been deadlocked since the 2016 referendum on EU membership that saw a majority vote to leave. That's all I had for you this hour. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more news updates and other programs here on New Vision TV by visiting our website, which is newvision.co.ug/video.